Hey everybody! Today I will be showing you how to add a table to your raw data. I'll also show you a couple of things to look out for and how to deal with them. So this is your data, and the way you do this is you go ahead and highlight the area that you want by clicking, holding the left mouse button and dragging till you highlight all the data. Then you go ahead to the Format as Table section of your ribbon, click down, and then you choose the table that you would like. It's going to ask you if you have headers on the table. It's also going to show you the cells that it's going to include in the table. At this time, if you wanted to expand that selection, you could also do that by adding a different number here. My table has headers, so I'm just going to leave that checked and press OK. And as you can see, it made the addition of these 3 lines because I changed that number. Now, if I did not want to keep these 3 rows as part of the table, I would just go here to this little right angle Tetris looking type controller, hover over it until I get 2 arrows, click and drag them back up. And that's the easy way to change that. And so now you have the data that you want. Also, the same is true if you wanted to be able to add a column or a row, you could use that same controller and pull it down for the rows and pull it over for the columns. And as you can see, the column header came up here, and you can go ahead and name the column whatever you would like. And so another way you could do this is to highlight the row, right click, and then you can insert rows above or below. In this case, I'm going to click below, and it's going to add that row. Now, the way that you know that, because of the formatting that I have, the way you know that the row was added is that that little controller moved down. So if you wanted just further proof that I did that, just right click, insert row, and then you can see that that inserted right here. So in the same vein, if you wanted to insert another column, you would highlight the column, right click, hit insert, and then this thing to insert to the right or the left will pop up. You go ahead and insert to the right, and then you would have that extra column. Now you could, it asks if you wanted to insert to the left, you could do that, and then you have that insert as well. Also, as a reminder, the tables come with filters. You can always sort from smallest to largest, sort from largest to smallest, and then on this end, if you wanted to alphabetize, you can do that by sorting from A to Z or sorting from Z to A. Also, in these filters, you get the option to select data as you want it. So if you did not want this particular set of data, you can uncheck and that data is removed. You can also go back and place the data back in. Also, if you're ever in a situation where you put all these filters on your data and you're like, oh snap, how do I get back to where I was? The easiest thing to do is to highlight the row that has your headers, go over to the filter, take the filters off, and then put the filters back on. That's the easiest thing to do. Another option you can have is, if you notice right beside the down arrow that would expose your ability to do the filtering, you'll see here, these have a little sort symbol on them. So that's how you know that those are the columns that you sorted on. And all you have to do then is just go through those columns, press select all and OK, and it will show the data here. And then you go back over to another area where you see that, press on that as well, and then select all your data here. Sometimes when data is hidden, you may not notice it. So let me just go ahead and do something right here where I just take some of this data out of here. And what you can do is kind of pay attention to the side here. If you noticed, the rows that have been filtered on have turned blue, and then you see some skip numbers here. That's another way to identify whether or not the filter has been used on one of your columns. You'll have that blue here, and then as well, you'll see some skip numbers. So that's a surefire way to know. All right, so thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Take care. Bye.